he's back. He's the man behind the mask. And he's out of control. He's back. The man behind the mask. And they crawl out of his hole.
Hey guys, what's up? Jake here back with a new video, and today it's time to review Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's version. Spider-Man, directed by Sam Raimi of the Evil Dead series, is directing Spider-Man, a film that, of course, stars Spider-Man, where he gets his powers from a radioactive spider, and Uncle Ben dies for like the 100th time. And then the Green Goblin is there because Norman Osborn ends up becoming the Green Goblin, so Spider-Man has to keep him from killing his loved ones, and he must stop him. So let's get into Spider-Man and see how well this film has held up in about 16 years. So let's go. So our movie begins with an intro that feels like it takes forever to finish. I mean, it's not a bad intro. I really enjoy it, but it could have been better. I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's 3 minutes long. Save the shit for the end credits. And it turns out Peter Parker is late to the bus. So the bus finally stops, and he goes in to see his friend Harry's dad, Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn will be important for the trilogy, especially the first one. So they go on a field trip with spiders, but there's only 14, so one's missing. And while Peter's taking pictures of MJ, one bites it. First of many to show Spider-Man's origin story. A lot of them is stolen from this, including Spectacular Spider-Man, many others, especially Spectacular. But all of them do a pretty good job, like this film, but I think this film probably does it best with his introduction. Then we go to Oscorp, and his progress does not go up. He will be screwed, and he will lose his company. So then Peter goes home to take a nap, so he can change physically. And then we go to Oscorp, where he's trying to test himself, but it screws him over, turning him into the Green Goblin. Personally, I think they could have chosen a different villain. I mean, I love the Green Goblin. He's a great villain, but for his first movie, I don't think it should be Green Goblin. I think it should be somebody else. Now, the Amazing Spider-Man did wrong was making Harry, but with this film, I do enjoy the Green Goblin, but just make it for the second one. But I'm completely fine with them shooting the Green Goblin, so they did a good job with him. So then Peter wakes up changed with better vision and bigger muscles. Big buff abs now, let's kick some ass. So then Osborn remembers nothing from the night before. He doesn't know if he was hungover or he was killing people. It was either one of those two. Probably a higher chance he was killing people. Peter goes to school figuring out he has some great reflexes and he can shoot webs out of his arms. In this version, he has organic webbing, not the web shooters, which some people don't like, but I'm completely fine with, even though I prefer the web shooters, like with most other films do, but it's fine enough. I like it. But then his spider sense tells him he's about to get punched, so he dodges and backflips. Yeah, that's one badass backflip. Good for you, stunt double. Then we can see he can climb walls, so he keeps jumping on those buildings till he can web shoot. Of course, Shazam sure as hell don't work. Of course, he fails this, and he goes home to take out the trash and talks to MJ, and now he wants a car to take her out. Spider-Man with a buggy, car, even a motorcycle kind of works. But either way, it doesn't work too well, so don't even try it. So he decides he has to go and wrestle and make some costume designs and practicing his weapons. That man must really think he's whacking off in there, because he says he's... Just, what the hell were you thinking, you idiots? Don't say it like that. Don't say you're naked and exercising, because you can technically call that exercising. Uncle Ben takes Peter to the library in Raimi's Delta and tells him his famous quote.
With great power comes great responsibility.
This is an awesome quote. They'll get overused a lot. But he isn't going to the library. He's there to wrestle. And he goes to the scrawny human spider and signs up. So Bruce Campbell can introduce him, screwing up his name. Amazing Spider-Man! So he... Anything come out of his mouth would be awesome. If he would have said human spider, either way, it would have been freaking awesome hearing him say that. So, but this is a better name, so. He's booed and he gets in the cage so he can fight, and he jumps in that cage using his powers and wins for personal gain. So he only gets $100 because he only lasted 2 minutes, which was supposed to be 3. So then somebody robs him, and it's not Peter's problem yet, because his uncle's been shot outside and he dies. Many times he died. This time it's actually sad though, so. And he goes to get the shooter for revenge. And he goes so he can web swing successfully for the first time and catch up to the Delta. You know whose car that is? Stop screwing it up. That's Ash's and Rami's car and Uncle Ben's car, so stop screwing it up. So he goes after him on foot in the shadows until he sees the guy that stole the money. And he could have stopped his uncle from dying. So he stops him crying, knowing he could have stopped it. Damn, irony's a bitch. So then, the Green Goblin was a military base, so he can go to happy time with graduating. Only if Uncle Ben was there. Rip. So then he's all sad about his uncle. Aunt May gives him some more wise words so he can use his Spider-Man costume design. So they show up, with people reacting to Spider-Man, and then... See, Spider-Man doesn't really have an opening. You really don't see him for the first time. Until, you know, he web shoots. But there was originally supposed to be an opening with the Twin Tower. The helicopter got stuck in between it with a web. But since 9/11 happened, they decided to cut it. For good reason. I can understand why they cut it. Even though it's still an awesome scene when I look at the trailer, so... Whatever. I mean, they might have had to cut a good scene, but... At least it's not over 2 hours, so... Then there's Jameson, played greatly by J.K. Simmons. Fucking perfect in this role. I love Jameson. He should play him more. I think he did play it in, I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man, but give him the role again. Oh, and Ted Raimi's there. It's always fun to look for Ted Raimi and Bruce Campbell in any of his films, so it's fun to look for him. So then Peter sees MJ as a waitress, and he goes home not to tell Harry. And he goes out to get some Spider-Man pictures, and Jameson says they're all crap, and they call him a menace.
Crap, mega crap.
Then in Oscorp, he's fired, but there is a film festival, so he can get his revenge. To be honest, I'm guessing it's Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving has a part in it in the next few scenes. It shows Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving parade, and it's not called Macy's for Thanksgiving parade. Then he comes in and kills the board with crappy CGI. Yeah, the CGI is the worst in the movie. I mean, I can understand why it's bad, but at least the Green Goblin got his revenge. Peter steals from Superman to save MJ from falling. He doesn't get a thank you yet, and Oscorp's personality starts talking to him, so they can go and start going after Spider-Man. And he goes for Jameson for that, and Spider-Man gets there for him.
I knew you two were in this together.
I love you, Jameson, but screw you. So he puts him to sleep and gives him an offer to join him, and he has to think about it. And it turns out they are starting to hate him. Damn, Jameson, even though he won't be in this movie anymore, still, he'll screw me over in the sequel.
Think about it, hero.
He goes to talk to MJ, but someone is after her, and it starts raining. Odd, there wasn't even a cloud in the sky. Oh well. I'll just run away from these muggers. Hell, he doesn't even have enough time to put on his mask. So he's kicking ass without a mask. And this time, he puts on his mask and gets a thank you. Definitely got a good thank you. But there's something else you can give him. But he has to go away because the Green Goblin started a fire. But his reflexes won't save him this time. That was some great directing. Good job, Rami. Well, he says no to the Green Goblin.
Says no to me.
He just said no, bitch. They go to Maze, and Peter's upstairs, hoping that Norman does not see the blood, and he doesn't see it, but he does suspect Peter Dinner. So the goblin attacks May at her home. Damn villains attacking people I love. Screw you, Green Goblin. Now he knows that Green Goblin knows who he is, and MJ sits at his side talking about her loving Spider-Man, almost kissing Peter when Harry walks in, and he realizes that the Green Goblin is going after her.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the goblin and took the spider out.
Rendition of the Itsy Bitsy Spider-Man. That's great. So he gives Spider-Man a choice: a bunch of kids or Mary Jane. He goes after both, but MY is there to help him so he can save everyone. And then he gets his mask blown off and he gets his ass kicked. But the Green Goblin pisses him off so he can see exactly who he is for a trap.
Tell Harry.
Yeah, nobody tells Harry that his dad died of suicide until the third movie, which they really should have told him before he started trying killing people. So he lays him dead on the bed for Harry to see. So then we go to the funeral where he starts to hate Spider-Man a lot, and no one is happy because of what happened.
Great power comes great responsibility. Who am I? I'm Spider-Man.
So, really sad ending, but a cool ending scene. So that was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Does it hold up? Well, instead of the CGI, it holds up like 98%. Spider-Man 2002 is an amazing film. Great direction, a great Spider-Man, a really good costume, even though it's not my favorite, but it is a great movie. And I love it. Even though Mary Jane is not his first girlfriend, I don't mind that. I enjoy her performance. And I enjoy all the scenes. A lot of the lines are very memorable. I also love seeing Bruce Campbell and Ted Raimi in any film. So, either way, I'm giving this 4 out of 5. So close to a 5, but the little bit of bad CGI has, which is very little, is the thing that makes it a little bit less. So, I hope you guys liked my review of Spider-Man 2002. And next time we'll be looking at something I haven't decided yet, but either way, see ya.